Always fascinating, like the level of power that some straight people think that we have.
Where the confusion lies for me and a lot of us that are in the straight community is that it seems as though the trans community is why is it that it seems as though a portion of them are trying to recruit straight people?
Oh, like we just have this all-knowing power to recruit people. Like, oh, I'm putting a spell on you. You're gonna be gay. You're gonna be attracted to me. And child.
Them bitches be salty, cause all they boyfriends want me. Them bitches be salty, cause all they...
What's up, everybody? Greetings, salutations. I know it's been quite some time since I've been back on this channel. Oh, I'm not going to even start with trying to explain myself. I've just been going through a lot. If this is your first time coming to this channel, go ahead and do one big favor for me. Go ahead and push that subscribe button. Subscribe. Yes, I'm talking to you. Yes, you the one that has hesitation to subscribe. I promise you, you will not be disappointed. You may be a little annoyed with my inconsistency of uploads, but you will not be disappointed. I promise you. Oh, so guys, I want to give you guys a few updates. The cat, the hairless cat that I had, which is Cookie, I was the foster parent of her. So she recently got adopted, right? You know, because I loved her, but I could not have her here with my other cats because they were gonna kill her, literally.
You're my child. You're not gonna hit me. Who's the child?
Oh my Caucasian stars! What in the Jerry Springer trailer park drama is going on here? Get a patty mayonnaise! Hey!
They were very territorial. Every time I drink Folgers coffee, it reminds me of that old school commercial.
Best part of waking up is Folgers in your cup.
Honey, the best part of waking up is getting that early morning nut. Ciao. Let me get into a couple things here. I have two new additions to my nuclear family. Introducing the twins, Chip and Dale. They're brothers. Two little guinea pigs. I've started working at the animal shelter again, and I adopted them. They were so adorable, and they needed a home, so I decided to give them one. All right. The best part of waking up, y'all know what I'm talking about, is having a little bit of watermelon lemonade and some strong, very heavy vodka in your cup. I don't know what I'm talking about, honey. This is the way I like to start my morning time. So freaking delicious. You can't even taste the alcohol, and that's the best. As I'm starting to get lined up, go ahead, grab yourself something, a snack, an alcoholic beverage, you know, something to smoke on, some weed, cigarette, cigar, or other things. Hey, I'm not judging here, and I'm not encouraging. I'm just saying. So, during my departure, my social media, somewhat kind of a break. Like you've probably been noticing, I've been posting more things on that are like more TikTok related. So they've been more shorter videos. So I was coming across two videos that I wanted to respond to. One was by this creator. Her name is Miss Dolly. And how about we just get into this together, okay?
If a straight man is attracted to me, then finds out my trans identity and is no longer attracted to me, that is called transphobia. Let me explain why.
Hold on. Here's the thing. I get what you're saying, but no. And correct me if I'm wrong. Take a look at this gentleman right here I'm going to show you. And I came across his, well, actually, he was on my FYP. And I was like, oh, okay.
I know you're somewhere out there, somewhere far away.
Now that man looks like an angel sent straight from God himself. But after further research on his page, everything said trans. So I found out that he was a female. He transitioned at like 19 or something like that. Now he's like 30 maybe. When I tell you I was no longer attracted to him, I mean it. I was no longer attracted to him after finding out that he used to be a female and he's trans. There's nothing wrong with that. That's just not my preference. Now, is he still beautiful? Yeah, he is. He's beautiful. But would I date him? I would not. I would not date him because that's not what I'm into. I am into men who were born men and are still men. And it's not a problem. It doesn't make me transphobic because I'm no longer attracted to him. It just means that I'm heterosexual maybe and attracted.
This is going to be a very controversial type of topic. And the reason I say controversial is because I have wanted to speak on this particular subject matter, for a very long time, ever since it's been making the rounds and the debates on social media. Okay, as you see, Miss Dolly, she gave a very great comparison, and throwing a trans man. I think that was a great comparison. We all have preferences, and this is, we all have preferences. And what I'm starting to notice with this whole notion of trans people saying that, oh, if you don't like me as a woman, then you're transphobic. No, before I say more, I 110% agree with Ms. Dolly. Okay, because I've had somewhat of a similar situation like that. And I think I told people this before about how years ago I met this really extremely attractive gentleman. And we were vibing, and we would always have coffee with the group and everything. And then he told me one day to add him on Instagram, which I did. And of course, I'm doing my due diligence, and I'm going through his Instagram because I'm trying to look to see if there's going to be another bitch. But, honey, I'm trying to tell a story here. Okay. So, anyways, as I was saying, I was going through his Instagram. And as I was going through his Instagram, I'm getting into it more and more. And I'm seeing, trans people and, all this trans pride. I'm like, okay, he's probably either a tranny chaser or he really loves the girls. So then I'm going down, and like I said, I'm looking for something particular. I'm looking to see if there's another bitch on his page so I can know what I'm dealing with. So as I'm going down on the page and everything like that, I see a picture of him, and he has his shirt off with some band-aids on, and he said, 2 years since my top surgery.
Let's get that playback one more again.
And he said, 2 years
since my top surgery.
And
that took me out. It really did, because that was the first time that I've dealt with something of that magnitude. And, I didn't know how to react. At the time, I panicked. And I could say, for the most part, I was no longer interested, because I felt the same exact way that I used to always shame straight guys for feeling when I would tell you that I was trans. And basically, they did not want anything to do with me. And I would, it doesn't have anything to do with body parts. You, oh my God, you can't accept. And honey, I was that same person, because as soon as I put 2 and 2 together that this is a trans man, all I could think about was body parts. Oh my God, I can't be with the man with the pussy. You know what I'm saying? Yes, it was very transphobic how I was feeling. And I just abandoned the situation. So I understand where Miss Dolly's coming from. And in a way, I'll probably get flack for this, but this feels very aggressive. And we're getting to that point of where, not everything is fucking transphobic. Honey, when you call it what it is, it does feel very aggressive, and it feels like bullying. Like you're trying to bully someone into an attraction for you. And trust me, I've lived and I have experienced.
I'll have some things to learn, honey. Life does not work like that. Child, I wish it was that easy. Go up to a piece of trade and say, you know what? You don't want to have sex with me, so you're transphobic. So if you don't have sex with me, you're going to be transphobic. So you need to have sex with me so you won't be transphobic. Girl, bye with all that. But Miss Dolly, I'm 100% there with you. Yes, girl. Yes. The next video I wanted to talk about, we can watch together. Sir's name is, he goes by A Different Perspective. That's his channel. So, this is what he had to say in reference to the video that we just saw. And yeah, get into it.
I came across a video on TikTok where this trans is addressing the issue that they're having when straight men have an attraction to them, but then, you know, feel some type of way once they discover that they are actually a trans woman. But there's more to this. I'm just giving you guys a little she said it as well. I didn't even realize that. She said she doesn't fear the man.
I'm just not attracted to him anymore. But yeah, so thoughts?
What she's asking is very fair. She's asking people of the trans community, hey, can y'all understand where we're coming from when we say that just because we would not be interested in dating someone that's trans, that it doesn't make us transphobic or have any type of hatred towards trans people, right? And I think that is perfectly fair. Where the confusion lies for me and a lot of us that are in the straight community is that it seems as though from the LGBT, I'm not sure all the letters, or the trans community is why is it that it seems as though a portion of them are trying to recruit straight people? Just like the first individual here. Why is it that you're going after straight men? Because straight men want what they want when you have a whole community of people that you can select from. So that's one of the questions that I have is, why is it that so many people are trying to step into the straight community and recruit from out of there that you like? Why can't the people in these communities, these LGBT, trans, why can't they just continue to play in their own lane rather than trying to recruit from the straight community? Now, I'm not saying nothing is sideways that is unfair, that is deserving of any type of attack on me or anything whatsoever. What I'm saying is very fair.
Okay. You know what? I need to get a little bit more to drink to you know, really encounter and dissect this you know, calm my nerves down. Okay. Recruit. I had no idea that the LGBTQ, that we were somewhat like the army, you know. I mean, we're always, at least I'm always looking for a few good men, but you know, I'm always coming up short. You know, a hard man is so good to find nowadays. But anyway, okay.
When I see one, and he looks good to me, when I go see him, I say, you come here. I say, I'm telling you what, I like you, and I want you. And we can do it the easy way or the hard way. So the choice is yours, right? And it was always yes. Well, they sag their pants their butt. It's a style, they call it some sort of gangster style. You know, it's sexy to us, right? Sag your pants in her, man, somebody be up in your butt. You know?
Okay. Oh, I gotta calm my nerves down. Okay. All right. Mr. Different Perspective. I appreciate you trying your best to, you know, I guess, ask the question or so and get an honest answer. But there's a couple of things that are incorrect about, I think, your assumption and your perception of what we as the LGBTQ people have. Now, this is going to be up for debate. You know, I'm not up to debate this. I'm just going to give you my experience. You know, just like how you were born, you know, and you probably knew at an early age that you like little girls and that you were comfortable in your own skin. I was the opposite. I was not comfortable in my own skin. As a matter of fact, I take that back. Up until the age of 6 years old, I thought I was just like every other little girl. You know, I just noticed that the little boys did not chase me around the playground. They would usually, you know, pick on me and then chase me like when nobody's watching or something like that. You know, that's a whole nother thing. Okay, so this whole notion, and I hate to, you know, really, I hate to categorize this, but it has to be said. This whole notion of like recruiting people, like your sexuality is just like, it's like a light switch. No, it is not like that. It does not work like that. there's no recruiting, there's no army, there's no navy, and I think the whole ignorance about this comes from the black community thinking and believing that our sexuality, our gender presentation is a choice. Now, I can understand where that concept comes from. Yes, it is a choice to openly identify as a gay man. Yes, it is a choice to openly identify as a trans woman. But I'm speaking for myself. I don't think no one in their right mind would make a decision if they had the choice to openly be what is considered a social handicap and are a social outcast. You know, some people will even consider a social degenerate. I don't care like how different you want to be. There's so many ways to be different. You know, if you look at like rappers like Young Thug and Still Like Pussy, nothing wrong with that. But they can take that off and take that on and put it on. When you are dealing with sexual orientation or gender presentation, it's not something that you can take off and take on. You know, I can't recruit someone because there's nothing to recruit, you know. So to answer your question, no one's trying to recruit these straight men. I'm gonna be completely honest with you. Okay, you said it in your video that you know that these trans women are finding themselves in situations where the straight man is attracted to them, which is true, and then when they find out, then they're no longer attracted. Okay, take what you just said there. That's exactly what happens. I would have to say 90% of the time, most trans women are not going after straight guys. They are basically attracting men based off of them and their presentation of being feminine. You know, I personally believe, and I'm starting to believe this more and more, that we're all attracted to energy. You know, that's a whole totally different thing. A lot of trans women have lost their lives just for being trans at the wrong time. If you don't believe me, I mean, 2013, Isla Nettles was out with her friends, and you know, she saw a group of boys and they started talking to her. One of the boys was really into her, and I guess his friends caught the fact that she was trans, and he, I guess, well, no, he actually said this in the court documents, that he felt that his manhood was threatened because he was talking to this man that looked like a woman, and he needed to prove himself that he's not no punk. So guess what he did? He went ballistic, and he just ended up beating up this trans woman and ultimately causing her death. You know, one of the biggest, and these are facts. These are statistics. These are facts. These are not stereotypes. These are just 100% facts. Black trans women are the most are the most that will end up dead in a whole calendar year. A black trans woman over any other trans person, and that has a lot to do with society. That has a lot to do with, you know, black lives not really mattering. And if you are a black life that is not heterosexual or not straight, you know, your life matters less in some people's eyes. You know, do some trans women come on to straight guys that they know are straight? And yes, some, yes. You know, because I will say, and I'll be honest, you know, we have that testosterone and we can be very competitive. And I've done it myself, and I've been successful sometimes, and sometimes I haven't. But for the most part, no, we're not recruiting people, because you can't recruit someone to something that they're not into. I mean, it's funny, like how people like Lil Boosie and, you know, people have a problem with Lil Nas X, and then they bring up the children all of a sudden. You bring up the children for this.
You say Lil Nas X is a super negative influence on the kids, and
well, fuck him up, you know.
So it's not about being gay. Don't get naked on an award stage.
You don't get naked on a award with children. You want your children to see pussy.
But then, didn't you bring the children into this?
I'm training them boys right. I'm training them boys, right? Ask any of my nephew. Ask any of them. Ask my son. Yeah. They were 12, 13. They got head. Yeah. That's how it's supposed to be. Yeah. Yeah, I got my son fixed up. You right. Yes, a grown woman. Grown, super grown. Super grown. Check their ass out. Checked all my nephews out. Super grown. Is she grown? She checked me out. I know what the fuck she did to them. She checked me out that.
Make it make sense. Please. Please. I like to finish this conversation. Shout out to Miss Dolly. Shout out to a different perspective. You know, we may all disagree with certain lifestyles or whatever like that, but I think the one thing that we can agree on is, and this is one thing I can say about both of these individuals, is that they were very respectful about it. They were very respectful about it to the point where they're asking questions. And, you know, hey, I wanted to be the one to answer. You know, I'm not saying I'm the only one, but yeah, I felt compelled. I felt compelled enough to come out, get off my ass for not doing a video for over a month or so to, you know, respond to this and make this somewhat of an educational moment and also learn from their perspectives, you know, and I think that's the only way that we can learn. I think that's the only way that we can excel. You know, that's the only way that we can unite if there's a chance that all of our communities can come together. And, you know, a lot of people take, in my own community, what I say is being problematic. You know, hello.